Today we're going to see how Syncros protective kit is being applied to Spark. It's a glossy version and we'll go through the whole process, including some tips and tricks how to streamline and simplify the process for you in the most tedious parts. In order to apply the tape on the frame, you need to do three things. First, make sure that the frame is cleaned perfectly. Then you spray a lot of water on the frame itself as well as the sticker. And last thing to do is to apply the tape on the frame and make sure to squeeze out all the air bubbles to the side so that the sticker remains intact and it's fully applied to the frame. As long as you make sure that the sticker sits in place, you just push tape from the center and to the outside of its area. The tool to do that was included into the kit, so you can see that I'm pushing quite hard in order to make sure that no air bubbles are left. So we started from the simplest area and we'll go towards the more complex ones and the bigger stickers and protective tapes. I wonder what this specific area of a sticker was about, but probably it's to protect the frame from putting your bottle into the cage. And actually I have few scratches there already. You don't need to worry if the tape wasn't being perfectly laid in the first place. You can just tap it open, add some water to the tape and to the frame and just repeat the same process again. Whenever the area is flat, it's very easy and straightforward. You just apply the pressure and that's kind of it. The trickiest things comes when we are adding either a bigger tape or when there are some angular shapes there. One thing to mention is that I'm applying this protective tape on already 1 year used bike. And the reason I'm doing that is, yeah, it's a bit too late already, but it's better late than never. And I'm going to Tenerife where there will be quite a lot of rocky areas. So for that reason, I decided to apply the tape in order to protect the frame, at least top tube, bottom tube, and a bit of chain stays from the rocks and potentially my crashes. You can see that I'm not afraid to lose it open if I see that the bubbles doesn't come out. And that way, once you apply a bit more water and redo the same process from the center towards the outside, you can see that it's being done quite good. I spent quite a lot of time doing this and probably it could be done faster, but I just like to do things properly rather than abruptly. I would also recommend to watch Syncros video about this protective tape. They have quite a few good tips and tricks there. However, once I watched that video, I had assumption that this process is going to be complicated. At least the way they put it is like they prepared you for the mess, but it wasn't that bad. And as long as you apply generous amounts of water, you will be definitely good to go. And the reason being why I also applied this protective tape is in order to at least save the stickers of my own on the bike. So especially my name and surname on the chainstay gets quite a lot of damage really fast. So that's just another way to protect those stickers as well as the frame. The most famous area where the scratches happens quite a lot. So I already had Afterstats logo there in order to make sure that scratches doesn't happen, but because there's a protective tape here, I'm adding it too. This is by far the most complex area to apply the sticker. Basically, it's angular, it's not straightforward, and it's a bit tricky. And what I figured out is that the best way to apply it to this area is to bend the sticker at the center. And then once you make sure that it's centrally aligned, you just unbend towards one and the other side. But again, if you see that it's not going the way you want to, just tap it open, add a bit of water to the sticker and the frame, and you'll be good to go. Probably one of the most important areas to protect is the bottom tube. Basically, you just get quite a lot of stones into that area. It's up to you where to begin to apply this sticker from. I decided to start from the bottom and move upwards, just because in order to protect my sticker of Afterstats at the bottom and make sure that it kind of closely ends up at the shock cover. So for that reason, I'm aligning it to the bottom and moving upwards. When the sticker is quite big, make sure to apply the water afterwards you already started adding it, just because it gets dry really fast. Wetter it is, the more sticky it will become, and it will simplify the process for you. So if you started from the center and you are in the middle of the process, just apply a bit of water to the side and you will see that it will help the process quite a bit. Don't forget, you start from the center and you move outwards incrementally, not just abruptly from one side to the other, but just start from the top and move downwards, and you will see how it goes. So all the protection was applied to the bike. I'm mostly excited by the bottom tube and the top tube. Other parts, well, they are more for the eyes than for the protection, because they are very small and they don't cover enough area, especially on the whole swing arm. But well, it's better than nothing, and the protective tape itself is tiny, very nicely cut, and it's easy to apply in general. So if you wonder why after 1 year I applied this sticker on the frame, you will get an idea really soon. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see some action from Tenerife. Thanks for your time, and until next.